There's always something about the human body that intrigues us. The way we're able to feel, the way we're able to smell, the way we're able to hear, the way we're able to see. It's also amusing, yet it's so simple. How we interact with people, how we hear things that make us feel joyful, how we hear things that make us feel miserable. And same goes with seeing, touching, feeling. And the one thing that I can never really get around is how all of these senses, especially when it comes to someone close to you, can make you feel things or make you think things rather, that are sometimes too good to be true. For example, um, hearing the way you speak. I mean, most of the time it's French, so I can't really interpret it all that well, but from the words that I have understood, from the words like the common greetings, of course, like bonjour, comment allez-vous, prends de toi, à bientôt, au revoir. So, in English, well, hello, good morning, how are you, take care, see you soon, and goodbye. All of those words are just words in and of itself, but when I hear it from your voice, when I see it from you, when I look into your eyes, it all just feels so surreal, and it makes me realize that it's not just senses, it's everything around me. For some reason, when it comes from you, it always makes me feel so joyful and makes me smile so gleefully. I can write 1,000 pieces of poetry, actually 1,000,000 pieces of poetry, and it never really can truly describe how you make me feel good just being me. I I mean, for goodness sake, I've used Google Translate more times than I can count just to try to figure things out. And I've come to a lot of mistakes, especially when trying to say the words right and trying to prevent any misunderstandings or heartaches. But hearing them come from you just flows so effortlessly. I mean, you've got the language down to the key, or to the T, as they say these days. It's almost like it comes out from you naturally, quite masterfully, if I may add. And, well, I mean, that just makes it all the more amusing and all the more majestic. I mean, it's picture perfect and magnificent, or in French, as they say, magnifique. And I mean, those are really only the words I can normally say to you, especially you, each and every single day. My accent may not be as perfect. It may have many flaws, down to the teeny tiniest aspect. but you've always found it so amusing. You've always found it so flawless that I can't really wrap my head around it, and it makes me feel like one big mess. A mess that you somehow found the good in, even though I myself couldn't from within. And there's just something about your voice. There's just something about your eyes. There's just something about the way you are, your touch, your skin, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you do things. It's just so amusing. And I can't even find even the words to say anymore. All I can really say is that everything you do, everything you say, everything you hear, every action, every word, every so and so play on your moves, your words, the way you act, the weird voice you do, just continues to, dare I say it, make me fall in love with you. And I don't know if you're ever gonna say it back, but I'm pretty sure you've said it more times than I can count. And I guess that to me is more than enough to piece the pieces together and for things to come around. I know this is quite getting a little bit long, but I feel like it'll go by pretty fast, especially hearing it. Just like when you sing one of your favorite or quite funny songs. I mean, there's a word that I know very well, and it's a word I think would be quite swell. But it depends on the perspective, and of course it depends on how people think, how people act, how people live. And I just hope that you won't take it the wrong way about this word that I'm gonna say. But the word in French is je t'aime, which means I love you. And my only hope is that when I do say it, you would reply with je t'aime aussi, or je t'aime aussi, which means I love you too. And yeah, that's the only thing that I hope you'll say back to me whenever I decide to say the word to you. Because I know this is just gonna be some other piece of poetry, but I hope that this thing that we have, this thing that we are, this thing that you are, is not just fantasy but reality. Because everything about you, from the words you say to the things you do, always feels so magical, always feels so out of this world, and it just feels too good to be true. But once again, I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm not gonna try too hard to make it happen. All I can really say is, once again, take care. Ressang le toi, and good night, which is one week. And yeah. Well, I guess that's enough for this, because if you might be listening, it's quite late, and I mean, you should get some sleep.